Palm Springs is well known as a resort town with more than 350 days of sunlight each year. It has been prominent in pop culture, literature, music, TV shows, and movies. I am proud and happy to live here. Palm Springs has been my home since I was 3 years old, and along with the other communities in the Coachella Valley, has positively affected who I am today. There are many characters within the city who have played a vital part in my development. I have been inspired, entertained, and educated. They have created an enlivening environment for me to seek solitary relaxation when I need it, as well as many opportunities to be part of the community. Perpetual Radiance refers to the never-ending sunshine. The warm weather has been a big influence on me. T-shirts, shorts, and flip-flops are standard attire any time of the year. Dressing casually has the effect of making me feel calm and relaxed. When I want to get out of my home and relax, I go to a park or hiking on the hills that surround the valley. I remember going to Whitewater Park when I was a child and enjoying an afternoon on the playground and playing basketball with my sister and other children. The park would also have community events like art festivals and musicians giving live performances. I like to go to the parks when the weather is not too hot. It's usually triple digits in the summer, so I stay inside. But it's a wonderful experience to be outdoors, dressed in casual clothing, surrounded by a lovely environment. I read a book about walking meditation, which was written by a Buddhist monk. I've been practicing it ever since, and it really helps calm my nerves and maintain my peace of mind. Many people around the world also know of the perpetual radiance of Palm Springs and the atmosphere of relaxation, which is great for me because more tourists means more opportunities for businesses, events, and activities in our valley. There are 6 movie theaters in my valley, but the 2 I usually go to for entertainment are the River Theater and the Regal 16, both in Rancho Mirage. In my childhood, I would go to the river more often because it was a community destination with many things to do. I remember watching Pixar and DreamWorks animated movies at the theater and then hanging out at the arcade. It was fun for me to watch the latest movies in the theater and then go to Borders bookstore where I would look at the books and read with other book enthusiasts at the coffee shop. It's human nature to want to be around others in social settings. Coffee houses and restaurants are destinations where people can be a part of the community and gather around the same watering hole. The citizens of the Palm Springs area are accepting of all people, regardless of race, gender, or sexual orientation. I appreciate living in such an open-minded environment which had a positive effect on me. The Westfield Mall in Palm Desert has been an enlivening place for me over the years. I shopped for clothes and novelties and went to the restaurants. The mall has changed, and although I miss some of the old stores, I look forward to checking out the newest places. A wide variety of restaurants in the valley have shaped me, from the famous multinationals to the smaller and local cafes. I have many fond memories of family gatherings with my grandparents when this restaurant was Romano's Macaroni Grill. Now that it is Buffalo Wild Wings, I hang out here with my cousin who has her own memories of going to beat doves when she was in college in Illinois. She loves Palm Springs so much that she wants to live here. When I go to a bookstore or a library, I look through the books to discover writers from the past and present. Then I go home to do research on them and their works. I learn about their influences and how they affected their writing style. What I've learned really enriched my life. I've been so fascinated by the stories in the books that it made me want to be a writer. When I was young, I would go to Barnes & Noble and Borders, where I would read video game magazines and comic books. A few times, I would look at the movie section with my sister and talk about them. I miss Borders, but I still think about all the fun times I had during its existence, and for now, memories are enough. Bookstores are not always perceived positively by people. My grandfather visited me and I wanted to go to the bookstore with him. He refused, saying, "I don't like books." He lived a great life, was very involved in his community organizations and family, yet he did not have time for books. It bummed me out that my grandpa did not have the same interests as me, but I learned to accept that some things are just not for everyone. But for me, books are my friends and they help me exercise my imagination. I was lucky to have access to the vibrant Coachella Valley art scene where I encountered many of the diverse styles the art world has to offer. It opened my imagination and inspired me to be an artist. I often went to the art galleries and museums because they had rotating exhibits and new art for me to see. Each of the many styles of art had its own unique effect on me, so now I am open to whatever the art world has to offer. As a child, I would go to the Palm Springs Museum, El Paseo Art Walk, and look at the art in public places. It was fun to go to the open houses at the galleries, look at the art, and eat the snacks. I occasionally talk to the artists and ask for advice. They tell me their life stories and what inspired them to become an artist. Art brought light and inspiration into my life. While some people may not find art inspiring, I personally respect the time and effort these artists put into their work. In addition to my city, I have been positively influenced by my neighborhood. If I wanted to be around people, all I have to do was walk outside and someone would be walking their dog, playing on the tennis court, or enjoying the swimming pool. Everyone seemed happy and friendly. Holidays always attracted many people, and my neighborhood was bustling with activity. When the weather wasn't too hot, people would be sitting on their patios and ready for a conversation about our lives and current events. I My grandmother was from the Midwest, and she asked how I could feel at home with all of these palm trees. To her, home was oak and maple trees and no sand. But I personally love the palm trees, the cactus, and the desert landscaping. It's all a matter of a person's perspective. In the 20 years I have lived in Palm Springs, my perception is that, in many ways, the city has been a positive influence and source of perpetual radiance for me. It has relaxed, entertained, and enlivened me. I have been educated and inspired. I am proud to be part of an open-minded community. I feel fortunate to have grown up here and foresee a wonderful future in Palm Springs.
Yes, I owe you an apology. We got 16 days, 15 of those nights. I can't sleep when the bed sheet fights. It's way back on to your side. Now the ghost got me running. Yeah, the ghost got me running. Away from you, away from you, away. Yeah, the ghost got me running, ghost got me running, ghost has got me running, ghost has got me running away from you, away from you, away. Your tin cups, little paper dolls, all wrapped up, rainbows and hearts. Oh, tin cups and little paper dolls, all wrapped up with the ribbons of your heart. Got 16 days, oh, 16 days. Got